Welcome to the Building and Growing podcast. We're delighted to have Lucas Glustman with us today. Lucas, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Lucas, for having us. It's amazing. I'm super glad to be here.
That's it. Look, it's the first time I've done a podcast in Mexico City. First time I've done a podcast with someone else called Lucas. And, it's a pleasure to have you, mate. You're one of the co-founders of Lebane, but, we're going to dive into Lebane today. But tell us about yourself to kick off, mate.
Okay, so thank you. My name is Lucas Glustman. As you mentioned, I'm 37 years old. I have 4 kids.
Nice.
And this is the 4th company I'm building.
Yep.
I started building technological stuff when I was 21 years old. Amazing. The first company I went bankrupt, this one. It was when I was 23 years old. And while I was, trying to find out what to do next, a friend of mine came to me, offered me to apply to a master in the Tel Aviv University.
Nice.
I applied. I didn't have money to pay for it, but I don't know how. With the help of God, I received $300. That was the thing that was lasting to me to pay for the trip.
Nice. So you got on the plane, you spent all your money on the plane ticket, and that was it.
No money left. Israel, Tel Aviv for between 3 and 6 months. I don't really remember well.
Yeah.
And a master into entrepreneurship. It was like high quality tech thing, like you were discussing and exchanging minds and brains with top players from the entrepreneur industry, from the Tel Aviv scene.
Indeed.
And it was 2014 that.
Okay, excellent. And I mean, certainly now we look at Tel Aviv and the amount of startups per capita, amount of unicorns per capita is huge. How was it back in 2014?
The same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was amazing because I was there writing LinkedIn messages to everyone.
Yeah.
In a time that no one was using LinkedIn. Actually, that was that time that it wasn't spam.
Indeed.
So I met lots of people from different places, from different companies, building different stuff, from med stuff, prop tech stuff, social media stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was a really amazing experience. Actually, there I founded my second company.
Lovely.
We were doing bots for social media in 2014.
Damn, yeah, far out.
No, yeah, but it was completely. I have been eating dust with that for 2 years.
Oh no!
Until 2016, we were having no customers.
Yeah.
Because people were discussing still if human or bots were better, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was that time of our world.
Indeed, it's changed now, eh?
Completely. Now there's no discussion, right?
That's it.
Yeah, but
AI, everything.
Yeah, but at that moment was crazy.
Yeah.
Until in 2016, we got our first customer. That actually it was 20th Century Fox.
Okay, amazing. Yeah. That's a big one for a first one.
Yeah, so. And it was the first one. We were okay. We cannot do what they are asking, but let's build it in 2 days.
Yeah.
Release it, ship, go, and it was a very good experience for them. So we started scaling, and then in 2018, while I was trying to fund the company because it started growing, and I didn't know how to manage something that was growing actually.
Yeah.
I tried to get some help while getting help and advice.
Yes.
Somebody offered me funding. And well, they bought my company.
Congratulations.
It was late 2018.
Yep.
And the guys who bought my company were the chairman and the founder of dLocal.
Okay.
It's a payments company.
Yes.
And when the COVID started in China, there was a complete boom of e-commerce,
Yes.
Yeah. So they told me, hey, why don't you come to work with us, because this is gonna grow, and we like working together. So I entered it by coincidence. At that moment, the CEO was a friend of mine because we started together at the Tel Aviv University.
Excellent.
And I ended up at dLocal in the end of 2019, the beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
So and there I built 4 different products.
Amazing.
I ended up managing like half of the entire commercial team.
Excellent.
And in 2021, we've done our IPO. And then I left in 2023.
Yeah, excellent.
And that in 2023, I mean, in 2021, while I was negotiating a deal in Mexico for dLocal, I met Bruno.
Yes.
That is my co-founder now. One of them, right? And yeah, he started insisting for us building something together, but it was only in 2023 that I told him, okay, let's do something. Yeah. But I have like three conditions that they must be fulfilled. If not, I won't be doing anything, right?
Yeah.
The first one, I was looking for a very big industry. Like I was telling him, if we are suckers, if we are losers, and if we got 0.5% of the market, it should be a multi-millionaire company.
Yes.
Okay, so the industry has to be super big. The second thing, I wanted to create something to make people's life easier. My intention was not to invent the new TikTok, the new Instagram, or whatever. Just make people's life easier.
Yes.
In a way that the change could happen naturally, like credit cards. I always use the same example, right? Like credit cards, or even paying with your phone or your watch.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't invent the transaction, right? The transaction was already there, but they changed it in a way that it's easy for you not to take out your wallet in any place.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you do it manually. Yeah.
Reducing the friction.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Like, and it's super tough to create something like that, right?
Yeah.
And the third thing is that I wanted something to create revenues from moment zero. I was not willing to do anything just for appearing in the newspapers or even in podcasts or whatever. Yeah, right. I wanted to do it because it was a business and I was changing something.
Yeah.
And all 2023 was about hypotheses, challenging ideas, and none of the ideas that we were having was leaving us where we wanted.
Yeah, shivers. I mean, that's going to be interesting to dive into from where you started to where you got to now. But the point you made about, going after a massive market. I was at a conference last week in the US and they were talking about flaggers. So people who do manual traffic management when there's construction on the street. And they said that the flagging industry, predominantly just for wages, is a $7 billion market. And it blew me away,
crazy,
It blew me away.
The flagging stuff, right?
Exactly.
So imagine concrete, right?
That's right, yeah, concrete. I mean, ERPs, everything we'll get into today. So, no, I love that. And then, reducing friction and solving problems from day one, mate, great way to operate.
Yeah, and everything left us in Lebane.
Yeah.
When I was at that moment living in Mexico with my family, we decided moving back to Buenos Aires. We are from Argentina originally.
Yeah.
And when we came back, we got into construction while we bought our apartment, right? And when we entered to a construction, I for me was like, wow, I can't believe this happens, right? It's like everything's crazy. And no one knows what's going on in the construction site in certain level. And I had lots of travels of different stuff. So yeah, I ended up meeting with the guy who was building the apartment and trying to understand why we end up buying more stuff than it was supposed, or having more deviations or delays on times, or even, I don't know, people putting something when it's raining, but it will not work, and why you do that, those kind of stuff. Like Indeed. Everything was disorganized. And he told me, I mean, I use Monday, my team used Trello, the other guys use Excels, the other ones has their bookkeeping stuff. So the first thing I ended up asking him was, okay, and how much money do you earn? Do you know if it's better for you to put this money into, I don't know, T-bills or whatever, besides putting this money into construction in Argentina? I live well. I changed my car last year. So that was the answer. And I was, no fucking sense. Right?
That's it.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's when you come from tech, you almost expect everyone else to be as data driven as you, and we forget that in tech, we're really got a high sort of high bar for it. But yeah, most people are chill.
I mean, the first thought that I got, it was, okay, this is a grocery store.
Yeah.
But, right? It's like even worse than 7-Eleven. I mean, I couldn't stand that. And as you mentioned, I come from tech. I come from data. Every decision we make, we are measuring what's going on.
Yep.
Because we know our economies of scale and resources and etc. But this was not happening on field in the construction and whatever.
Indeed.
So I left that meeting. I went into the computer, I started fetching, and I saw, okay, construction is between the 20 and the 25% of the gross of the GDP in Latin America.
Yeah.
Wow. 700 billion market.
Huge.
450 companies, 450,000 companies taking out Central America, okay? Not El Salvador and whatever, only the big countries.
Yes,
But they are not as big as the States, right? And there was no one solving this problem. But I saw that in the States, you were finding companies like Procore or even Autodesk was super present, or you have Microsoft Primavera with the construction, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was not the case for Latin America.
That's it. And I mean, if I may comment, you said there's 450,000 companies in Latin America that are, in construction. The majority of those as well are going to be small to medium businesses, right?
Yeah. When you see like most of the companies, they have at far most 50 members at a whole.
Yes. Yeah.
So they are not big companies. But why? Because in this part of the planet, what it happens is that most of the times you can find like between 2 or 3 businessmen that are friends. Someone is accountant, the other one is a lawyer. So they bought some terrain in certain place. They started building. They love the business. So now they are real estate developers.
Yes, indeed.
And you can find thousands of companies like that. Even like between the 80 and the 85% of the companies are like this.
Indeed. I mean, in Australia, my family, their background is Italian, and they always just said, buy the ground, and buy and build, and
that's what happened here, because these are the same rounds, right?
Yes, that's it. That's
the same route. Sorry,
But look, I mean, you said that you had a few hypotheses before you found this problem. I guess the podcast is going to be about solving the problem. But what was the funniest one?
I don't know if it was funny, but we were pretending to crack Salesforce through agents and whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to pay for that, and it was a full year of shitty ideas. With no willingness to pay from nobody.
No. But look, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. I mean, it's like you spoke about how your first startup, collapsed. You made no money off it. Second one, you did pretty well, and then you went, you had the IPO with dLocal, and sometimes it's just about who stays in the game for longest and tries different ideas until you get that traction and scale.
Actually, when you start, what it happened to me, I cannot speak for everyone, but the first thing you feel is like this is a sprint. So you don't even need to sleep, or don't go to the gym, go fuck the life-work balance, everything work, family, nothing family. No, I ended up understanding that, as you are mentioning, it's a marathon. So, it's better to do it better than fast sometimes. Sometimes you need to move very fast, but you have to be clever on where you are putting your energy at.
Yes, yeah, indeed. So look, I mean, you spoke with the developer of, your apartment. Talk us through then how you spoke with the team about, I guess, the market size and what problem you were tackling first.
Yeah, actually, we didn't know which problem we were gonna be tackling, right? Like I told Bruno, hey, I believe there's something here. Let's
Yep.
find out what.
Yes.
So we started speaking with more people, and they started asking us if we could solve their operational issue or their lack of management or lack of reports issue.
Yep.
And we started saying yes, but you have to sign this agreement.
Yeah.
And they started paying to us because these agreements were having like a 10% advancement fee.
Yep. Yep.
And we were telling, okay, I have 180 working days
Yes.
in order to give you a product. But
Yep.
you have to pay me the 10% of this agreement and we're going to build it.
Yep.
What you got, they were telling us, nothing. Just me and Bruno.
Yes. Yeah.
And trust me, I won't disappear for $60 or whatever, right? Yeah, so that's how it actually started. Then we recruited our CTO, and it was February, March of 2024
Yeah. Wow.
that we've launched our first MVP.
Yep.
That actually the only thing that it did, you were like pulling off, uploading your Excels, and it was accommodating your Excels into dashboards.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
it was like some kind of Power BI,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
automated for construction.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, fantastic. And so look, so you started off there. I mean, I'd say 2.5 years, a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, like, 2.5 years, like what can happen in that time? But actually it's been the time that AI's been there as well. What have you shipped since? So I guess a better way to ask it is, what does Lebane currently offer?
Okay, Lebane, it's an agentic operating system. So it's a place where you will find a system like with an interface, but also agents that are connected through WhatsApp that will help you manage everything regarding your construction.
Yes.
You could be a real estate developer or a construction company, and you are going to be able to have in a single place everything regarding accounts payables, accounts receivables, treasury, bookkeeping. Actually, it does your bookkeeping by itself automatically. You have everything regarding contractors, subcontractors, dashboards, financing, investors, customers. Name it, you have it. I mean, it's a vertical SaaS. It's an operating system that covers the entire thing that a construction or a real estate company does in a daily basis.
Yes.
Plus, we thought that to be connected from the moment zero through WhatsApp. So everything you can do from the interface is something that you can do through WhatsApp or even with your agents. Like even you have agents connected to your inboxes that they will upload the invoices or whatever for you besides you doing anything regarding that data entry now,
Indeed, indeed. And look, that's fantastic. I guess, like going back to what we spoke about before, traditionally larger construction companies, particularly in the US, would, be used or be using Procore, Dynamics, Primavera you mentioned, whereas the SMEs wouldn't have the money or the IT expertise to customize a traditional ERP system. So when you started going to market, did you find that there was any competitor that you were fighting against, or was it was blue ocean for you? Excel, yep. Yeah.
Most of the companies from the mid-market or long tail, however, both of them, they were having everything through different Excel sheets.
Yes, yeah. That's nuts.
That's nuts.
Yeah. But I mean, we see it even with bigger companies in developed markets as well, I mean.
And it still happens to us that sometimes our customers ask us to put the button to download everything to Excel.
Yes,
Because
yeah.
sometimes it's even cultural. It doesn't matter. It's not about productivity or efficiency or whatever. It's just cultural.
Yes, yeah, indeed. So look, I mean, you're operating in two different markets at the moment, and I want to dive into the types of customers, that you're working with. Do you want to start by customer or by market?
Whatever you want, I'm open.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what tells the story better.
It's the same. I mean, when we started doing the discovery, the first thing we started to find out, or we wanted to find out with Bruno, was who was going to buy this, in how much time, and how could be the acquisition cost and the lifetime value of the customers.
Yeah.
So we find out that in Latin America as a whole, I mean, there are nuances, right? Because a big company is different here than in Argentina. They handle different numbers.
Yeah.
But tackling the entire Latin America as a whole, or thinking out in the big numbers, you will find that there are three different kind of customers, very, very well marked. Like you can find them out. There is like the big enterprise one that even they can be on the stock market or not. Like you will find at far most 50, 100 of them in each market.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, probably the biggest market we have 200, 300, like Brazil, Mexico, but no more companies like them, like the top players that they, selling them, it would take us between 18 and 24 months. So
Indeed.
we decided not going there because of we were willing to generate revenue, was the third quote, right?
Yeah, indeed.
So that was not an option, even though because we were not having any product. We started this with customers, but without a product.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that. I love that, mate.
So we couldn't handle that. We didn't have money. We didn't have money at that moment. I actually remember when we received the first money from this first customer that we wanted to have 5 in order to go Monday to Friday to their companies and start learning from them.
Yeah.
Because we don't actually come from the construction world.
No.
We were needing to understand, and that's why we were trying to find at first 5 customers in order to go from Monday to Friday to each office.
Yes.
And to be with the people and just be there.
Yeah, indeed.
Learning, seeing what's going on, what they were using, who was the most Excel intensive in the company, why, and how we could replace that Excel with our system. Okay, that was like the first beginning. So with the first money that we received, I remember Bruno and Sarro, the CTO, telling me, hey, what are we going to be doing with this money? Nothing. There's money for no one. We're going to keep it as it is, and we need to hustle, develop, and launch. And then iterate. And then we will have more money. And then we will discuss about how much anyone should earn in our company.
Indeed.
So yeah, that's how we started. We were not even having our CTO.
Yeah. Well, I mean, was he full time then, or was he just fractional?
No, yeah. Even he, because of Bruno's and me were pressuring him.
Yeah.
He asked for holidays, and he never had holidays.
Oh no.
He ended up 15 days coding day and night, and ended up with 40 degrees of fever, vomiting, and having the worst day of his life.
Oh no, shivers,
It's as it should be, right? Yeah.
It worked out. It worked out.
I don't feel pity for him.
Yeah. Is he still your CTO?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, fantastic. So I mean, you spoke about that top end of the market, 18 to 24 month sales cycle. So, you said there are 2 other segments.
Yeah, then you have like the segment that they are starting. So they would have between 1 and 3 projects.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 1 residential with, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000 square meters.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3 houses, like small architect studios or even small developers that they are starting. Those kind of people will not leave the Excel yet.
Yes. Yeah.
Why? Because they don't need, they are trying, they are still learning from the market. They don't even know how to build something.
Yep.
Sometimes we find that they use our technology or they buy tech or whatever, but actually it's not common because they don't have that. They have this need, but they don't know they need it right now because they are handling not that much complexity, or the complexity they are handling is new for them, so they don't understand what the consequences are of a mishandling of, I don't know, a supplier or a contractor or whatever, because they are new for this. Then they mistake and they come. And this kind of company, you will find that they could have at far most 10 people on their desk. They do it everything with subcontractors. They hire for everything. They are not into the details, but into the big numbers. These kind of customers, the key decision maker usually is the owner. Everything happens because the owner wants. And if he says yes, everything's yes. And the closing time is very fast, between 1 and 2 meetings, not far most, and implementation times are short because even though they don't have too much operations, right? And they don't have anything to migrate from some place to another one. And then you will find like the mid-market that are the most of the companies that you will find in this geography. That are companies that, depending in Argentina or Mexico, have between at far most 30 or 50 people on the desks, not at the whole company, because sometimes they are construction, they have supervisors, they have journals or whatever, like people pulling the maze. I don't count them. I count the people in the office.
Just the office-based ones.
These kind of companies, they will take between 2 and 4 meetings in order to close. Between 6 and 9 weeks in order to implement our system. And they handle between 3 and 12 projects simultaneously, right? So these are kind of the three segments that you will encounter in these kind of geographies.
And what would you say is your sweet spot there?
The second one, the third one that I mentioned, like the one that they handle between 3 and 12 projects. Actually, our average customer right now, they handle 6.5 projects simultaneously in our platform.
Fantastic. And if we can talk a little bit about impact, like let's say they're handling 6.5 projects on average, what are their sort of key KPIs looking like before they implement Lebane, and what are they looking like after?
Before, in order you to know what's going on or even know your numbers, you have to call people. You have to ask something to someone. And most of the times, because people in this industry, they don't come from financials, or even they don't come from nothing structure. They are architects, or I don't know, engineers, but civil engineers. And so most of the time you will find out that in order to have that information, it will take time. So sometimes what's going on in the field already happened when you realize that already happened. It can be deviations in time, money, or whatever that happened with a contractor, with a lawsuit or whatever, right? With Lebane, you start using the platform and you start seeing red, green, or blue numbers. Like it's automatically. So you don't have to call anyone, and even like you have a place or an agent for every different user of the company. Like if you have a treasurer, if you have a bookkeeper or an accountant, or if you have people from the field, architects or whatever, they could have like their part of the suite that they will use, and everything ends up into a single place. So even the manager, instead of calling someone or asking to someone, he has his agent. So he could send a WhatsApp, and in less than a second, he will have his answer.
Indeed. And how much, I guess, of a transformational process is this?
Oh, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have problems selling the solution, right? I mean, the problem is real. the need is real. The construction industry, there is no technology at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, part of the most difficult part we got is handling the transformation beneath the companies, right?
Indeed. Because when you start introducing concepts like recoverability and what to charge back,
No, or even explaining them that, hey, you don't need to upload anything else.
Yes.
Just let the agent do it for you. How? How does it works?
Yeah.
And what I would do, just check the numbers.
Yep.
Like, don't waste your time doing data entry. Like, ask the agent how much are you moving forward into different contractors or contracts or whatever you are building.
Yeah.
And try to get more money from what you're doing.
Yes. Yeah, indeed. Oh, mate, with any software, the transformation piece and getting that buy-in and winning the hearts and minds is a key factor. But look, Lucas, I was going to say, we got introduced by one of your investors, Zacua Ventures. Margarita kindly made the intro. At what point in time in the journey did you decide to raise external funding?
Once we've encountered product market fit in Argentina. We were going at the 2 digits month-over-month pace.
Yep.
At that moment, we knew we were having something. So yeah, we wanted to scale.
Yes. Yeah. And so, how many rounds have you done? And
first, friends and family round, but it was completely unorthodox.
Yeah.
Just putting great people in the same table, founders of chambers from real estate developers from different countries, architects, people from the industry to learn from.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we did they call it a seed plus. But we did another round with venture corporates, and Zacua was one of our lead investors. They led the round with Atlántico, that it's a Brazilian fund.
Okay.
Zacua is from the States.
Yep.
Then Galicia, that it's a Banco Galicia, the corporate venture from them enter as well. That it's one of the biggest banks in Argentina.
Yes.
Actually, because of our vision and mission that we haven't discussed that yet, but if you want, we can.
Yeah, of course.
And then as well, Fem Ventures have done a follow-on that it's a Chilean fund, and ADNVC, that they are from Peru. They come from the PropTech and fintech industry.
Excellent. Look, I think it's a great time to move on to vision and mission, because that's what they're buying into, right? So, you took the words right out of my mouth. Like.
Okay, so when we founded the company, we knew that what we wanted to change is the way real estate had access to credit or financing in these markets.
Yes, yeah.
There's a broken part between the traditional finance industry, like banks, traditional banks, and how this industry works in this geography. For every building, these kind of companies, in most cases, they have a brand new company with brand new associates that they are building something for, I don't know, $10 million. That it's a lot of money here, right?
Yeah.
So they go to the bank, they ask for financing, they present their papers. Hey, but your company is 2 months old. I cannot borrow any money to you, right?
Yes,
I need 2 years from your balance sheets in order to start giving you a credit card. There's no financing. So they end up going to private financing or even paying very huge interest rates. That's actually the exact problem we want to solve in the as our end game, right? Our game is, first, we have the knowledge. We have the suite, the operating system, where everyone is building their own. all of their projects. It doesn't matter if it's a new razón social,
like a new company,
a
let's
new
say.
company,
Yep.
or even if you use the same company, I could have everything what's going on, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And if I do, I could do the best underwriting from the market.
Exactly.
Because I already know if you comply with your agreements, if you comply with your customers, if you pay for your suppliers or not, if
Yep.
you are a bagger or not, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, our end game all of this time, I always mention the same, and some people of my team, they don't like it, but we were dancing with the ugliest. Like
Yep.
like handling transformation, technology, whatever in these kind of companies.
Yes.
But the end game, it is like letting them to have more visibility about their cash balances, their bank balances, their whatever balances,
Yeah.
and from that building credit score in order to give the best financing from the market.
Indeed. And look, I mean, I'd be naive not to ask, is your goal to eventually, underwrite and issue, some of those loans with partners perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I will execute this yet, but the first thing that we are launching this quarter to the market is our core banking solution.
Amazing.
So everything is starting to make sense.
Yeah.
We are gonna to start building credit score from our customers. So if you're gonna be using Lebane, you will be building credit score. And yes, I have more figured out how it will work in Argentina
Yep.
than in Mexico.
Uh-huh.
But the way I want to do it, I mean, probably we're gonna underwrite or whatever, but I'm not jealous.
Yes.
I know that there could be companies that could do it better than us with the information we're gonna give them.
Yes. Yeah.
So I mean, the market is big. The problem is huge. There are lots of people that they don't have access to housing in these geographies. And we know that putting this kind of technology, Lebane, to the market, we could change that. So I'm not jealous. I'm open. If there are anyone that wants to fund and work with us, I will be open. So for me, the goal of this company is actually changing the industry.
Yes. Yeah. Fantastic. And look, that really explains the two types of investors that you've got. Some who are from, the existing vertical who can help, let's say, with distribution, and others who are the banks who,
Yes.
all of a sudden are going to have both financial data, but also non-financial data to help, reduce the number of non-performing loans.
It was a great round. All the investors we have, they were thought and meant to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in conversation with these guys since we started the company. We wanted Zacua to enter. We wanted Galicia Ventures to enter. We wanted Atlántico to enter, and Fen to do the follow-on, right?
Yes.
Everything is well thought.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing is coincidence.
That's it. And look, I mean, it comes from, the fires you've walked through in the past when it came to, losing a startup, selling a startup and doing an IPO. So it's important to continue on that marathon, right?
That's what I want. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough, but yeah.
Yeah. Look, Lucas, you've spoken about what's coming out, this quarter in terms of that banking solution.
Yes.
Are you able to give us a little bit more insight into your roadmap?
Yes. I could speak about three huge things that are happening right now. The first thing is like the whole platform is becoming agentic,
Yes.
but completely agentic. This meaning that you can connect the agents to your inbox or to whatever you want, and they will do the job for you.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
So it's crazy. Why? Because we started having customers that were rotating their stuff. So we decided ending up that as a problem for us. And so now that you could have an agent connected to any inbox, so personnel can rotate and it won't change anything, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah. The second stuff, it's about banking, our core banking solution. It will be amazing. Actually, it will let our Argentinian customers to gain between 4 and 5% on taxes
Wow.
of the
Yeah.
entire GMB they handle. So
Yeah.
it's
Amazing.
tons of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like nowadays in Lebane, we process 1.5 billion a year.
Yeah,
Dollars,
which is
right?
huge.
Not
Yeah.
pesos.
Yeah. No, no, no. You'd hope so, Aaron. Yeah.
So it's huge. It's huge. The
Yeah.
market is huge. So there would be something there on the payment side.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna be starting to offer yield, and then we're gonna be starting to offer credit to these guys because we're gonna be learning from them, and you will have like push-up notifications telling you, hey, you want to buy your next land, so you have 500K granted. Click
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
Crazy.
fantastic. Yeah. So, I mean, very sort of financial roadmap
Yes.
apart from those AI agents.
Yes, and then like the third thing is like we are doubling down our efforts in Mexico.
Yep.
We are building from Mexico for Mexico
Yeah.
with a Mexican company that works local people understanding the market here, and changing the way companies operates in Mexico.
Yes.
So it's our first top priority, our third top priority of this semester.
Yep.
And also this year we started building for construction companies. Actually, we started with real estate, not construction.
Got you.
And now we have a top of the notch product for them as well.
Yeah, I mean, construction's interesting because you've got, the companies who are self-perform. You've got the companies who then, will bring in subcontractors, not just for construction, but logistics for the electrical work. So it's almost even more complex, right?
That's why we started with real estate developers besides starting with construction companies, because I mentioned, you're right, we were not having product. So I wasn't able to solve the toughest thing in the beginning. So I was focusing on what I was able to solve first in the less amount of time, generating the much amount of revenues that we could.
Yes, indeed. Now, look, Lucas, there are two things that I want to dive into. The first one is building AI solutions, and the second one is going to be, like the Argentinian and Mexican market. So I want to start with AI. So what challenges have you faced when you've been building out these agents? And when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about the things that, some of the CEOs or business owners are most worried about: hallucinations, quality control. What's it been like?
Yeah, we fucked up our product actually building with AI.
Yeah.
We started since Anthropic 2, so it was a
Wow.
2, something like that.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. I remember it was a holiday. I did a hackathon at my house.
Yeah.
Invited all the company. We were 17 at that moment. And I told him, hey guys, from today until tomorrow, you will use only AI.
Yep.
And that's how we started.
Wow. Yeah.
And actually, it went well, but it went bad at the same time. Why? Because we started building more in less time, but it was shitty code.
Yes. Yeah.
In the beginning, it was completely full of shit. Sorry for the word, right?
No. I mean, we call it out, right?
So between January and February this year, we ended up rebuilding everything.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And now it's better, but we have now it's different, right? We have our own framework of working with different AI agents. We have our own agents that work for us. Every team has their own license and agents that help them out building the reports, building whatever, So it's tough. It's not something about from one day to another. In most cases, the AI will hallucinate still. It's super tough to focus those guys for mentioning, like, kind of, right? But it works. It's tough, but it works. But it's not something, I mean, if you're a real estate developer or a construction company and you're deciding whether to build your own stuff with AI, besides buying from someone,
Yep.
buy from somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super tough. It will take you lots of time. The stability is low.
Yeah.
And even if you want to, to maintain or to build from that, it will take time. And I mean, the AI will lose the context and it won't work
Yeah.
as it used to, right?
Yes.
And actually, it's something like the Uber CTO or even the Dropbox founder, they mentioned the same thing. Like, vibe coding is great, but let's hire more engineers, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our experience on building with AI. We use it a lot,
Yep.
but still, we need to have the right people handling the right tools.
Yeah, indeed. And so, I mean, because you've spoken about how you built that code base, let's say with AI, then you had to rebuild it. But then you've got agents for the
Yes.
customers. So what I guess has been the biggest thing that's helped impact quality control for the agents that are serving your customers?
No, actually, we have grown our QA team.
Yeah.
I mean, they have their AI tools and whatever, but we have grown our QA team. I mean, we have done both.
Yes, indeed.
Because they hallucinate. And even, I mean, now the agents have, I mean, you have to be very careful in different stuffs. One is silent failing. They fail a lot, but you don't know because people don't tell you. And even sometimes they fail and they hallucinate and you don't have any way to know that because they are actually answering, right? And so that's tough. The other thing is security. You have to be very careful. So the way we've done it is actually we've built our own intelligent layers. So yes, we use OpenAI, we use Anthropic for different things. But first is our layer.
Yes.
It understands, it tries to determine what's the best answer for the user and where to consume what. And then what we do is like we use the LLMs as fallbacks or even as our LLM to interact with them and ask them if what it is interpreting from what the user wants, it's okay or not.
Got you. Yeah, fantastic.
Why? Because we know better from our industry, we know better from our customers, but we are not Anthropic or OpenAI, right?
Yeah.
So we do what we know best and we delegate what is not part of our core.
Yeah. That makes sense. One final question on AI before we go to the markets and then close off. So, tokens, like, we've seen, like the Kimi model come out recently. There have been, I guess, rumors or talk of the fact that there's only going to be a limited amount of tokens and therefore, some companies are going to buy them and auction them off. What will you do if, let's say, the price of tokens increases dramatically? Are you going to have to raise prices?
Yes and no, because what we've done is we built our own. So, I mean, I'm more worried about AWS.
Yes.
than the tokens actually. But yes, I mean, we need quantum computing as fast as we can. Because if not, this economy will not scale. That's what I think. The processors, the chips we got today, they are not enough. It doesn't matter how much we connect or how much energy we put into this industry. We need quantum computing and probably some different sort of energy source. Like what SpaceX is evaluating with Anthropic, like sending something to the moon, right? And getting the energy from the sun. I mean,
it's crazy, but
it's crazy. But what I believe is like there is that much money invested in the industry that they will not let the industry fall for this. It may fall for another stuff, but not for the token price.
Got you. Perfect. So look, going back to, Argentina and Mexico, two very different markets. Argentina, very high inflation.
Messi.
Messi.
El
This is
Papa.
it. El Papa. This is it. I won't mention the World Cup.
Doesn't matter.
But look, like it's a market, like characterized by high inflation. Mexico, right next to the US.
The opposite.
The
Almost
opposite.
the opposite.
That's right. Completely different markets. Talk us through what it's like to operate in each of them.
Super tough. I mean, we had struggle since the beginning of understanding first Argentina, then Mexico. I mean, in Argentina, to understand Argentina, you need to be, I don't know, to have a PhD in economics, financing, and I don't know what. I mean, you have to be, engineer, PhD, you have to have everything, because if you are not a top player in Argentina, you will go bankrupt, right? It's common basis. But in Mexico, it's different. I mean, here you see that people are average workers and they win more money than in Argentina. I mean, you don't be top of the notch.
Yep.
You can do whatever you want unless you fuck it.
Yes. Yeah.
So people, they don't like to fuck it. They don't like to change. And in Argentina, if you don't change, you don't survive.
Yeah.
So it's like the Argentina are full of paranoids. Here are full of chill people, right? It's different, ambitious. So it's completely different. It's hard, but I really love Mexico. I really love Argentina. I really love the people. We really like them, and we learn from our users. And we are trying to make their life easier, right? But completely different markets. All of our Argentinian suite has to have lots of stuff regarding financials. And that's something that doesn't happen in Mexico.
Interesting. What are they asking for in Mexico?
Just knowing their deviations in real time, how much money they are spending, how much money they are earning, how much they need to pay this week, or they are going to be receiving this week, like more other stuff, right? If this contractor, what is he doing? I don't know, the estimaciones de avance, the progress of the contractor or whatever. So cool. In Argentina, no, they want an equation. Okay, I need to know how much I'm gonna be spending if the inflation is this and that, but the interest rate of the bank plus the interest of the adjustment that the bank and the government are saying we're gonna be having is, and how much is that in US dollars?
I mean, complex inputs.
Completely complex, crazy.
That's it. Reminds me of my time in Turkey. Very similar. I mean,
Turkey's amazing.
That's it.
I know the story in Turkey because of dLocal is amazing.
Oh mate, that's it. And then I mean, Venezuela. We won't even get into that. But look, Lucas, mate, you've talked to us a lot today about yourself, your own experience, about Lebane, your investors, the roadmap, and we thank you for that. To close out, do you have any key takeaways that you'd like to share with the audience?
It's just probably what we already mentioned. Changing when you are, an entrepreneur and you're building something, changing your mindset into understanding that maybe this is not a sprint, but a marathon. And in the end, there will be market for everyone, but everyone willing to win, right? And it's a competition. That's a very good takeaway. I mean, now I can enjoy a family of 4 kids. Thanks to my wife as well, right?
Of course.
Because if not, it's possible. But that, I mean,
Look, Lucas, mate, very wise words. Thank you so much for joining us, and we're excited to see the future of Lebane.
Thank you, Lucas. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure. Really nice meeting you.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Cheers.